If you're looking for a sitcom that's warm, hilarious, packed with brilliant characters and guaranteed to make you laugh out loud, then Amandaland absolutely deserves a spot on your watch list. As a huge fan of Motherland, I was excited when the BBC announced the spin-off focused on Amanda Hughes, and I have to say Amandaland exceeded my expectations. The series takes one of Motherland's most memorable characters and somehow makes her even more entertaining. For me, Amandaland is fun, charming, wonderfully acted, and one of those shows that leaves you smiling long after the episode ends. The series now follows Amanda Hughes, played here by Lucy Punch, after the events of Motherland. Amanda's life has changed dramatically. She's recently divorced, she's had to downsize from her comfortable lifestyle and move to South Hollinston in London. And she's trying to navigate life as a single mother, raising teenagers. Of course, because she's Amanda, she approaches every challenge with a mixture of confidence, delusion, and complete self-awareness, which creates some of the funniest moments in the show. Whether she's trying to become a social media influencer, impress her neighbours, reinvent her image, or simply survive everyday life, Amanda somehow turns every situation into comedy gold. Now let's start with the star of the show. Lucy Punch delivers one of the funniest comedy performances on television right now. Amanda is a character who could easily become annoying in the wrong hands. She's selfish, snobbish, entitled, and often completely disconnected from reality. But Punch somehow makes her lovable. You find yourself laughing at her terrible decisions while still rooting for her to succeed. That's incredibly difficult to pull off, and it's a testament to just how talented Lucy Punch is. Every facial expression, awkward pause, and ridiculous comment lands absolutely perfectly. But simply, Amandaland wouldn't work without her, as she has become this character. Now, if Lucy Punch is brilliant, then Joanna Lumley is sensational. She returns here as Felicity Sanderson, Amanda's sharp-tongued and incredibly judgmental mother. Felicity feels like a slightly more refined version of Patsy from Absolutely Fabulous. Every time she appears on screen, she delivers another perfectly timed insult or cutting observation. And the chemistry between Lumley and Punch is fantastic. Many of the show's funniest moments come from the dysfunctional mother-daughter relationship. They're just so believable in their respective roles. Even when Felicity says something completely outrageous, you can't help but laugh. Now, one of the biggest supporting strengths of Amandaland is its supporting cast. Philippa Dunne returns here as Anne Flynn, Amanda's endlessly loyal friend. Anne remains one of the most lovable characters in British comedy. She's constantly flustered, constantly trying her best, and somehow always gets dragged into Amanda's chaos. Samuel Anderson plays Mel, Amanda's downstairs neighbour. His grounded personality provides a perfect contrast to Amanda's madness. Of course, then there's Della and Fee, played here by Siobhan McSweeney and Roshinda Sandor. Unfortunately, we don't see much of Siobhan in Season 2, but Fee more than makes up for it, as she now adds a dog walking business to her repertoire. Also, we get the wonderful Ekwal Corti as JJ, not to mention now the addition of Harriet Webb, playing Abs, Mel's former wife, and now married to JJ. Together, the cast create a neighbourhood full of memorable personalities that make the world feel real and lived in. Every character brings something unique to the comedy. Now, what makes Amandaland special is that beneath all the jokes, the characters feel human. Amanda may be ridiculous, but she's also vulnerable. She's dealing with divorce, financial struggles, parenting challenges, and the reality that life hasn't turned out exactly as she planned. The writers do a fantastic job balancing comedy with genuine emotion. You laugh at Amanda, but you also understand her. That's what separates great sitcoms from average ones. The show never becomes overly dramatic, but it gives you just enough heart to make you care about the characters. Now, the series was initially commissioned by the BBC in May 2024 following the success of Motherland. The show was created by several writers from the original series, including Holly Welsh, Helen Serenovitz, Warinka Shaughnessy, and Lawrence Rickard. Production was handled by Merman, the company founded by acclaimed producer and writer, and of course actress Sharon Horgan. Filming took place in North London, particularly in areas such as Islington, Angel, and Muswell Hill. The attention to detail helps create an authentic London setting that feels believable and relatable, and director Alicia McClelland brings a confident style that captures both the awkward comedy and emotional moments perfectly. Now, here's a few interesting facts about Amandaland. Firstly, the show is a direct spin-off of the hugely successful Motherland, which many critics have considered one of the best British sitcoms of the modern era. Secondly, Amanda was originally created as an antagonist in Motherland, but audience loved her so much she eventually earned her own series. After the success of the first series and Christmas special, a second season would premiere in May 2026. Even more impressively, a third season was officially announced just 1 week after the second season began airing. And finally, at the 2026 British Academy Television Awards, Amandaland received 4 nominations and would go on to win Best Scripted Comedy. That's a remarkable achievement for a spin-off series. Now, this is probably the biggest question fans ask. Personally, I still think Motherland remains the sharper and slightly stronger overall sitcom. Motherland had a unique way of capturing the chaos of modern parenting that felt incredibly relatable. However, Amandaland succeeds by doing something different. Instead of focusing on school-run madness, it explores Amanda's attempts to rebuild her life while maintaining her impossible standards. It's less savage than Motherland, but arguably warmer and more comforting, and rather than trying to copy the original, it successfully creates its own identity, and therefore works hand in hand with Motherland. Now, Amandaland is one of those rare spin-offs that genuinely justifies its existence. It takes a great supporting character and transforms her into a fantastic lead without losing what made her special in the first place. Lucy Punch delivers a career-best performance. Joanna Lumley is magnificent, the supporting cast is excellent, and the writing consistently delivers laughs. Most importantly, it's simply fun to spend time with these characters. Not every joke lands, and it may not quite reach the heights of Motherland, but it's still one of the funniest British comedies in recent years. Amandaland Season 2 gets a 9 out of 10. Now, if you enjoyed Motherland and the first season, well, I'm more than happy to say that the second season picks up exactly where it left off and doesn't miss a beat. But even if you haven't seen either show, this is a perfect place to start. Trust me, after a couple of episodes, you'll be wondering why you didn't watch it sooner. So what did you think of Amandaland Season 2? Please let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dive reviews.